vlog too. You guys smash that like, get things back to the good old days. You remember the good old days of just vlogging? Not just blogging and vlogging and getting on here and just speaking your thoughts and framing it properly so that people don't assume that you think that you know what you're talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know how nowadays everyone's online and they're diagnosing everyone with some type of mental illness, like, you know, narcissism, or, you know what I mean, you're just hearing, you know, buzzwords like projection and conflation, and I mean, just all this different stuff that all this stuff pretty much that people are taking it upon themselves to do too much. I want to bring it back to being simple, man. Just vlogging. Now, on this episode, vlogging off the top of the dome, y'all. It's just off the top of the dome. You gotta smash that like button. We're gonna get it back simple, man. Like, it's too complicated now. Everyone that does a reaction video or whatever is a fucking therapist now, and let me make sure I stop cussing. And they're able to diagnose videos and people in videos with all these conditions, and then also the hate with the Chad and Tyrone stuff. I am a Chad and Tyrone, okay? Because I know you dweebs and you dorks out there consider me to be that. Whether I tell you I'm not, you know what I'm saying, you're still gonna be like, ah, you look, well, it is what it is. So you're basically just nerding out online, bashing other men instead of you stepping your game up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on stepping our game up, and we're not gonna get online whining and crying about other men. Worrying about what they do and how they get women, who cares? Who cares? So anyway, you know, women like a man that's on top of his body. I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't care what they say. A lot of these women that you see out and about, they're not out of shape. Not the ones you're looking at, not the ones you're looking at online. And you know how easy it is for women to be out of shape in this country. There's plenty of them everywhere. Just step outside. So if those women are putting the work in to make sure they stay in shape, you don't think that they're looking for guys doing the same? Hey, what's going on, James? What's happening? Salute, tribe. Way hotter out here than I thought it was. I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. Hey, look, you guys, I'm doing the best I can. There's a lot of stuff going on. You got these people down here doing, you know, I guess power line work now as well. It's you know how it goes, man. You know, you step outside, you go live, and everything's going on. So if you see people moving in the background, I know y'all seen a bicyclist that just rode by. I've never seen one of those in this area ever. So anything might, you know, spawn out here. You know how it is. Anything might spawn. James, salute, appreciate you. We got to take it back to just being simple, man. Vlogging, inspiring people to get back outside, get away from their desk, get out, you know, from these trigger bait videos. You guys got to understand something. The modern woman has come up with a way to endlessly make money. These broke Bettys and these dusty Keishas are out here making trigger bait. They get online, throw some makeup on, hit a filter, and say the wildest stuff. I just seen some goofy Asian lady talking about, not lady, trashy female, leftovers, talking about that men are dressing like studs. Scooby-Doo. I don't get it. So you gotta smash the like button. You gotta like watch out for, watch a little bit of that trigger bait stuff, but get away from it, okay? And I wanna give you guys something else to watch besides that trigger bait. Even if the guys that are reacting to it mean well, some of them don't. Some of them are throwing shade right along with those women. You gotta pick up on it. It's not helping the community, okay? So I wanna do better. I wanna, you know, do what I used to do originally, be out here vlogging, giving my thoughts or whatever in between classes. Absolutely. The next vlog on this channel will be walking at the golf course. I just had a few extra minutes. Do-rags blowing in the wind. You know, not all heroes wear capes. Some wear do-rags. Salute, y'all. Smash that like button. And I thought I'd go live really quickly. You guys, I went live twice on the Wolf channel. That one's more targeted towards a softer approach now that I know a lot more women are watching me over there. So you're gonna see me doing a little bit of pandering, a little bit of flirting with the women. If the women are watching, I'm gonna keep their ear. We have to try to communicate with them. So instead of you dorks out there seeing me at some chat or whatever, you should be trying to work with me to get what you need to be communicated across to women, because they're not going to watch you. If you're not attractive, they're not going to watch you. Okay? You can be regurgitating or saying the most profound, prophetic, whatever. If your face looks like a foot, they're not going to watch you. That's why I keep trying to tell you, I'm not your enemy. I'm not out here to take your girl. All this Chad and Tyrone talk has got to stop. We'll make another video about that. Because, you know, some of us, especially my tribe over here, you know, we're handsome young men, and y'all out, because if you listen to all that Chad and Tyrone talk, they're basically talking about attractive men. They're not specifying anything. It's just the attractive guy, the charismatic guy, the tall guy. We just named off all the men that women find attractive. Oh, okay, so now y'all are clicking up like the sisterhood, making this dorkhood and just bashing men that are getting women. I can't be a part of that no more. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no Tyrone talk, because Tyrone is code for attractive man. Why would the white supremacists need to come up with new ways to disguise, you know, them bashing black men when we're coming up with it on our own? You think when a white guy says, yeah, these Tyrones, you think he's talking about like a lower level black? He's talking about all of us. Congratulations, you played yourself. You gave him a new word. I ain't got time for this stuff, man. You dorks are getting online and you're trying to, I want to tell you what you're really doing. Let's break it into the psychology of things. You're trying to make yourself look like the best option. I see this nerdy, I don't know what his name is, this nerdy psychiatrist guy. He's a really thin dude. He has like blue eyes, and he's not the type that women would want. And he always makes these videos about bashing the kind of men that women want. Like, all these guys are this. What he's really doing is trying to make women look at his archetype as more favorable. And this is a psychiatrist. What is his name? He's very popular, Dr. something, blue-eyed dude. He does a lot of videos with that con lady, who's also a psychiatrist, or whatever the names are, terms, whatever. But I can always tell weak men go into those type of, not all, I mean, some weak men go into those type of career fields. And they want to try to be able to figure out human psychology so they can, you know, get more women, trick women, and also be able to mentally dominate other men through their words. It's a very, if you look at it, it's a very cowardly, using your words to try to say something, you know, in this undertone and this shade. You know what I mean? You gotta be very careful. But he says a lot of stuff. You pay attention. I'll get his name. I'll make a video on him. But he's always talking about what men need to do to become better, and he's always going after attractive men, tall men. Look at this guy. He's a blue-eyed dude. He goes after every archetype except his own. He never goes after short, thin, frail, non-fit, psychologically whatever type dudes. He never goes after those. So I pay attention to stuff like that, right? And I avoid that kind of stuff, and I'm trying to give you guys some just straight up, you know, grits and potatoes type, you know, getting it out the mud. And this is what we need to be working on, because I have attractive women hitting me up, and I know what attractive women want. And you can't listen to these nerds that don't get women online bashing our archetype. You know what I'm saying? Just like continuously bashing our archetype, and then you have the women bashing our archetype as well. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get on here and say, I don't care what they say. Even that therapist, the con lady, you know what I'm saying? You guys know who I'm talking about. It's only Indian lady out there that's doing this kind of stuff. Very attractive woman. You know, I'm pretty sure that we would probably call her like a 9. You guys smash the like button. She takes care of herself and has the face card. You know, if you listen to her, she will sometimes kind of allude to it, but kind of really just say it, that she still likes a dominant man that is physically attractive. I'm trying to tell you, if you listen to what she says, it's like she's, you know, she says all this other stuff about, you know, guys being emotionally, you know, not emotionally intelligent, what we need to work on. But every now and again, she'll drop like a Sigma video, or she'll say something about like an alpha male, and this, you can tell this woman finds that archetype attractive. So at the end of the day, no matter what's being said about our archetype, The truth of the matter is, it's the most hated on because we get the most women. You get the most broad range of women. You have therapist type women like her who could have any type of nerd she wants. Any of these guys that are out here dropping all this philosophy and claiming to be stoic, you can't be stoic if you're not training your body. Because if you're truly stoic, you know it's body, mind, and spirit. So if you're just out here nerding it out and calling yourself nonchalant, but you look like a twig, you're not doing anything but faking it till you make it. Right? A woman knows a true stoic and a truly masculine man. It's in your frame. If you guys are not working out, start working out. You can start light, push-ups, squats, and just going for walks. Make sure you're eating plenty of eggs. Make sure you're getting, whatever red meat you need to. I prefer steak. And you guys, if you can, work your way towards getting it from the butcher shop. You know what I mean? Going to a farm and getting your eggs from there. Because you're giving back to the community, right, that you live in, and you're getting fresh without the preservatives and whatever else that they could be putting in our food in these doggone grocery stores. But as a masculine man, you start eating right, moving right, you're going to get in shape. You can't be truly on your proper path looking like you have some kind of deficiency. That's just the way it is. And that's why that con lady, even though she likes these guys who've been these schools and gotten these master degrees and they're emotionally intelligent, that Miss Con lady has a very nice thick body. There's nothing that he can do for her in the bedroom. At the end of the day, it boils down to who can crack her back in the bedroom, put her to sleep, but also she can take wherever she wants to go, has a great conversation, but also understands where she's coming from as a content creator and as a woman. Be emotionally intelligent enough to pick up on those few things. You don't gotta be too much into it, but just enough. You gotta know how to move with women. You can't do too much with that emotional stuff. Just enough to understand them, but you gotta maintain your masculine frame. And see, that con lady, maybe not me specifically, but she definitely watches alpha and sigma men who are aura farming like a motherfucker. Now, you guys might not be, hip to the concept of aura farming. I hang out with my son and I talk to him, and this Gen Alpha, they got their own little terms. So this aura farming thing is something that they started when they watched Dragon Ball Z. You guys know that Dragon Ball Z started with us, came out in '84, that's the year I was born. And it's cool to see that they're still watching it. But whenever Piccolo or Vegeta or Goku is standing there staring down his enemies and their capes or whatever is blowing in the wind or their hair, this is aura farming. Right? That's what they call it, right? Just taking the whole atmosphere and making it about yourself. Man, listen, let me tell you something. Women love a man that aura farms masculine frame. And you guys, whatever I'm saying to you is brand new. This is new stuff. Whenever I speak, it's stuff that ain't nobody else talking about because I'm the guy that comes up with stuff. You're not going to hear no one else putting things together. You're not going to hear anyone else out here putting things together and making it sound so eloquent like myself. So while you're out here in your masculine frame, aura farming, women of all caliber watch you. Because women are always watching, they're hypergamous, shout out to Rolo, they're hypergamous, and they're always going for the greatest male they can get. Even if they got a bunch of decent ones around them that on paper would qualify for that con lady, that therapist, but she still wants a guy that's somewhat on the level of them as far as emotional intelligence and philosophy and his own ideologies, but also still has a physical presence. Yeah, masculine frame, that whenever he steps in the room, the aura farming is over 9,000. If you guys appreciate the Dragon Ball Z references, hit that like button. Come on. I'm on the roll out here. The birds are chirping right above my head. Come on. You know what I'm saying? God's with us. Come on, we're rocking. James, I appreciate you. Salute, brother. And when you're out here aura farming, you don't know how attractive you are to women. I think a lot of content creators watch me. Probably that con lady as well. There's just certain things that women say that make me feel like they probably watch my content. Is this thing on? I wasn't even on the whole time. Let the bird sing for a second, man. It's healthy for you. Let me aura farm for a second. Farming frame, man. They don't get to see this. They get to hear all these guys talking in theory, but you're walking it and talking it. You're living by example, right? You're being the example. And even though these other guys, these nerdier guys, these guys with bigger platforms, on paper and online, they seem like the guy. But when you're him, you don't need none of that stuff. Your aura just draws women to you. They just be looking at, and you have this air of mystery because you don't let them know everything. And women just like, what is it about this guy? See, women are always looking for that better guy. So a woman will, they'll sniff out a dude like me when I'm on my way up. Believe it or not, they really do. And they watch to see what I'm going to do, if I'm going to improve, because I hate to admit this, women do have a great ability to see potential in people and definitely potential in their mate. So that's why I've had women watching me for a year or so, probably even over 2 years. And they watch my growth. They want to see where I'm going to go. They've watched where I'm going. And I want you guys to pay attention right into my live stream. All right, man, I don't know if the video is still working. You know how that goes whenever I start to go into something, a random phone call that just throws everything off. What was I even speaking about? Oh, I can't stand that, man. I hate a random phone call. Who do you think you are? Instead of texting me first. I knew I should put my phone on Do Not Disturb. You don't pay my bill. How dare you just randomly call me? I'm gonna call him back. I'm gonna give him the business. Whoever that was, it better be spam. It probably was spam. You know, probably the AI. Knew I was about to cook. Man, where was I going with that? Okay, we're aura farming out here. I don't know if you guys can see or hear anything. I can't see nothing. It went black after this random call came in. Man, I was about to get off of here too. I was about to drop or something. Definitely about aura farming. If you guys are still there, let me know. I don't know what's going on with my live streams. Every time I try to go live, something weird happens. The last 2 live streams, YouTube cut half my video off. It's like I can't get nothing positive out to the fellas. You guys know this AI all works together, man. Don't be thinking that your phone randomly gets phone calls. If you look back, it's probably a bot call. This stuff is all, you know, work. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know how this stuff is. You know, they leak our information. Next thing you know it, you don't get no missed calls, and you turn your phone on, and all of a sudden, you're getting calls. How is that? I have no missed calls from earlier, but now the phone is on. I'm getting calls. Come on, man. These are systems. These are bots. These are bots. But, you know, you're aura farming your masculine energy, man. I've had women watching me for a while. Probably not working because James is not saying nothing in the comment section. I've had women watching me for a while. So when you're aura farming, man, they want to see where you're going to go. They see your potential. And you'll start to hear them. This is what I'm going to make another video about. You'll start to hear them say stuff. If you're on your journey and you're getting online saying specific things, women speak in code, where they're doing it intentionally or unintentionally. But they'll start saying stuff about the guys they look for that aligns with the things that you've said and shown on your journey that you've posted online, okay? And since I can't see anything else in here, I'm pretty sure that went without being heard, but I will make another video on that, specifically, that when women are watching you on your journey, they will end up saying something out loud as to, well, the kind of guy I want, he'll be working on himself, he'll be in shape, he'll be emotionally intelligent, he might not be where he's gonna be or he needs to be yet, but he's definitely working there diligently, working day and night, or at least they'll be saying stuff like that. You have to pay attention. That's their, and you know who they're watching and who they're interested in. If you're a guy and you're already there, they're obviously not talking about you, right? And women don't pay attention to men they don't find attractive. But anyway, you guys get off of here, try to go live again. Love and light. I'm your brother.